Perfect. Alrighty. Oh. Now I need to grab the screen recording real quick. Record. Cool. What up, Everett? What up, Oren? Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, it certainly does, Oren. I agree. What I want to do is make sure that my blur is going well. This background needs to be changed for sure. So let's see what we can do about that. Where is the background? My layers here. Let's see. Can I unhide every layer? Yeah, basically, I would say that this is pretty much it. This is basically as far as we're at so far. Now we're just kind of figuring out what to do next. I don't know if I like that texture. Thank you, Aaron. Yeah, some sort of debris or something I think would be really nice. I agree. I definitely want to add some more textures. So I'm gonna actually look for some textures online on Unsplash. I don't know if you all have used those tools before, but Unsplash offers some really cool textures for free that you can use. Like this one's pretty interesting. Let me download this one. I'll show you guys what this looks like. So if I go grab my downloads, actually if I go grab my other files here, into my downloads, let's pull this one into the back of the painting here. You see how this goes like, this could be pretty cool. especially after we rasterize the layer and then put a blend mode on it. You want me to do a quick smiley on the mask? Just for fun? Yeah, I can do that. Only for you, Oren. You ready? Here we go. How's that? Things look good? Alright, let's check out this blend mode here. What might help is if I make this, actually go back to layers, delete that. Hey Chad. I can hide that layer. Now let's see what this looks like when I go. Exclusion is nice. I'm just going to inverse this and see what happens. Thank you, Oren. Yeah, Instagram's moving along quite nicely. Yo, can you do a community post on what animes we want you to draw? Oh, that'd be pretty cool. I am kind of drawing at the moment things that are just interesting to me, but I'm definitely open to like commissions. If people are interested in a particular character, I would definitely be open to possibly working on commissions for anything special. Hey, Cherry. Thank you for stopping by, Chad. See, I don't like this texture. I'm going to get rid of that texture. And then the background here, let's just make this black for now, just so we can see what we're doing. And then I'm going to go look at some different textures on Unsplash and see if there's something else I can use that is interesting here. I feel like I want like almost like some grainy type of a texture. Just looking through the different options here that are on on Unsplash. I need something that's going to really pull this piece together. So sometimes selecting the right texture can be a tricky thing. But if you do keep looking, sometimes they do reveal themselves. I'm thinking, what kind of texture would be behind this kind of character? Would it be space? Is there a potential for like a big space background back there? Maybe. Or possibly, I don't know, I just feel like I want some grit. I think I found something here. Okay, I'm gonna try this one that I just found. Download that. Now I need to go to my downloads in my files here and grab this. Let's drop that back there. And hi, Anuya. Thank you very much. And yeah, no music this time here. Just a really chill, relaxing night. Alright, I gotta make this black and white now too. I'm gonna merge these, merge those layers. And now, if we had a gradient fill on this, how would it look? Maybe if we do like some sort of iridescent type gradient. Let's see what the pre-built ones look like. So this one's close, I feel like. But it's just a little bit bright, so I'm going to go back into my gradients options and see what they have available. That's good right there. And now up top, we're kind of feeling like a warm red. And in the middle, what if we went like a blue or like a yellow? Possibly yellow might work. Or is it too bright? If it's too bright, I might go with like a dull blue. You think 3 colors look a little bit weird? Possibly, yeah. There's back to the 2 colors. And maybe it leans more towards the pink side. Possibly. I just need this to stick out more. Like I need this being to kind of jump from the page. And maybe it's not through a background like that, but maybe it's through like a maybe we just take the brush and yeah, maybe some borders would be cool, Orhan. I think you're right. I'm just gonna take this brush tool above the background. Hey, can I just say that I really enjoyed being here with you all? This is a lot of fun to me. maybe we can do a color overlay on this. Whereas we've got warms in there. But maybe behind. Yeah, do you like that yellow? I think the yellow works good with the greens and the pinks. Because it's got a cool helmet, like a cool temperature helmet up here with the light. I know it looks different on the phone, but if I zoom in here, I don't know if that makes it any better. You can see I got these like little particles on the on basically that helmet mirror here, or visor. So that's gonna look pretty cool when you guys see the high resolution image. Okay, now I like that. Let's see what we can do with this overlay now. Yeah, there's a potential, Oren, to add a little face on that mask. We'll see what the vibe is. Yeah, because art can't be all serious, right? You gotta have some fun with it sometimes. I think I do, yeah. I know what you mean. That would be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool. Who knows? It's a potential. Let's save that idea and just see how we end up doing as we add on to this piece more. But I do like the direction you're thinking, and I like your creative ideas. I think that's fun. What I need to do is change the color of this sign up here on the top right. So this should be kind of like that as the colors on the sign. But that sign needs texture too. I mean, this whole thing needs texture, more texture. Let me go back to Unsplash and look around a little bit further here to see if there's anything else that we can add on top. Okay. Oh, I see this one that's got like this ripple pattern that seems kind of interesting. So let's, just for testing purposes, let's see what this looks like. We're gonna do it live. Right, so this looks kind of crazy. Holy smokes. It's messing with my eyes. Make it even bigger. What is the meaning of the background of this painting and why did I choose the name. So the name Void just kind of came to me as I started to draw it. I didn't know what it was going to be called when I started, but I wanted something that was futuristic, that was female, and um, that's kind of the only direction I had when I started off. And so this whole thing has been an experiment. I've been kind of going with the flow. It's been a vibe. And it's been pretty fun to just relax into an art piece and just see what comes of it. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun doing that. I'm going to inverse this. Let's see how that feels. I need this to be soft, very soft lighting. And the softest I could find is basically the soft light. So if I do soft light, and then I grab just my being here, and if I drop the opacity, yeah, maybe not on the character, you're right, Oren. I mean, on the suit, it doesn't look too bad. But it's a little distracting. So maybe I will undo that. Command Shift Inverse. Delete that so it's not the character. And let's try doing something in the background back there. This is just a test. And I can already tell you, I guess I don't like it. So I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to keep looking for some other textures here, I think. Keep scrolling on Unsplash. I need something like that that's really fine detail. Something that I can put over everything. And what that's going to be is... We need like a like sand for it to be gritty. You know, that could work. Or for like a film grain type of vibe. Or even this. This is looking kind of wild here. I'm going to download this. I'll show you guys what I'm seeing here. And if I expand this to be bigger than everything, maybe I rotate it. And just use this piece here. Like that edge of it. Could be kind of cool to use. Alright, I'm going to rasterize this layer. Yeah, that sounds great, Oren. That's a good idea for a video. I like that. I'm going to make this black and white. Merge those layers. And then I'm going to blend. This is very distracting. I just inverse the layer. I'm just going to see if that's going to help at all. Make this piece feel better. Darken is okay. Maybe behind everything, maybe behind the body. Maybe it's a little bit less opacity. Yeah. I think that works a little bit better. And now if we go just to make sure we're saving this thing as we're going along. That's important. Now we're still gonna find something to put over everything. So I'm gonna look for some more texture. So Mona Lisa, what up, Mo? Okay. Still need some grit. Some very fine, small grit. For a texture, at least to put for an overlay. Almost found something. Just scrolling down the Unsplash feed here, looking for something to choose from. It needs to be fine detailed. Like very particly. I've been really enjoying making this piece, so this is a fun piece. It's very bright, it's very fun. Okay, still scrolling down here. In a second here, I'm going to give this Unsplash feed it like a search queue to try to give me exactly what I want. So I'm going to type in, ooh, I might have just found something, actually. There's this space back, like kind of a texture that could be fun. So let's grab this, put that over there. Okay. Grab this whole thing, stretch that out. Now in the background, after I rasterize this, I'm just going to remove some items. So I'm going to bring this to the top actually real quick. And I just want to get rid of these weird stars that are in here. So I'm going to use my clone brush tool. Oh, I'm using the pattern. Oopsies. There we go. There's my clone brush. Hey, Burger. Oh, nice, Oren. Thank you for joining in. I gotta build that up further. But we're still early, right? Only what, like 2 months or so into this into the social media accounts? Yep, I am married. I've been together, married for 5 years, and We've been together for 10. Okay, this is just about ready. This is kind of working out nicely here. Now I'm just going to put a mask on it. And yeah, there's that. You know, she's definitely a big help for support there, but we've put some money away to have a little bit of a savings, so that way we can lean on that too as I begin my art career. So I'm trying to like get YouTube going as soon as I can, because it would be great to make some income off of YouTube ads and whatever. Yeah, thank you, Oren. You all being here, just watching and spending time here is a help. More help than you can imagine. So I appreciate you all being here. So now let's go into the I'm just curious, if we, on top of all this, well, my dog's name is Meadow. I think this little square over here needs some sort of texture overlay too. So I'm gonna grab something that I already have, and maybe it is this thing here. I'm gonna make it real small. Rasterize that. Command Shift inverse. It would help if I did it on the layer itself. Yeah, thank you. Meadow is a really fun name. It was either that or Willow when we were trying to think of dog names. I'm going to scoot into this screen a little bit more. Maybe that'll help me get more comfortable. But what a beautiful summer night it is tonight. Okay. This needs to be black and white as well. And the divide is kind of cool. Is that too purpley? Yeah. I think that was too purpley. Okay. Now we've got some textures on here. We're going a little crazy with the textures. So I'm gonna slow down on that. In Orihand, just for you, I'm going to go over the mask with a brush, and let's look at what it looks like to have a spray painted smiley face over the mask here. So it is kind of a funny concept, isn't it? Yeah, you're right. Holy smokes. It does give it a little something, doesn't it? Here, I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna keep that other one as a reference, but I'm gonna try this again. No, I don't put any watermarks on it. I don't know if I should start adding a signature on them or not. That might be a good idea. That'd be a crazy concept too, Aaron. I'm surprised that you don't want to create art yourself. Because you got a lot of good ideas. Very creative mind. Not patient enough. Well, good enough is just a matter of time, with practice. I know you could do it if you wanted to. Now I'm just going to grab the mask and, or at least the body overlay, and on the smiley face, I just want to erase these end pieces here. What's going on with my brush? Oh, that's why. Orhan, that's a great idea with the smiley face. Thank you very much for bringing some fun, creative element to the piece. I think that's incredible. Just gonna grab all this, put it into a group, duplicate that group, open it up again, and then I just want to play with these colors just a little bit more here. You make the world a better place with you in it as well. Now I'm gonna go back to the, so I like what I did with the colors there. To me, that's a lot of fun. Does this text need to be yellow? Let's see here. Yeah, big time. Got a chill crowd in here. That's for sure. Yeah, that yellow is better on that, I think. Okay, epic. Yeah, that grid took 12 hours. That was so much work, Orhan. If you go back and you watch my first video on either TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube on Shorts, you'll see the actually took a time lapse of me drawing out the squares on the that 5 foot tall canvas. Took me forever. And when I was doing it, my back was hurting, my knees were hurting, and everything. I was like, I'm never doing this again. But now that I'm doing it, it's so much fun that who knows? Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen after this. One thing I do want to do is change the color of the text on both her armband and the neckband in there. It might be too late. It's never too late, but you know what I mean. What up, Luffy? Good to see you here. Okay. We're in really good shape on this. I wonder if we put like a little shadow, like a drop shadow on this thing, on the sign back there. Yeah, thank you, Luffy. Luffy. The followers will come over time. Or the viewers. The viewers will come over time. Add a little glow to that sign up there. I know the quality isn't the best on my phone on the live stream, but check this out when I zoom in here. It's looking kind of cool. So this smiley idea was Orhan's idea in the chat. Yeah, thank you, Orhan. It's been a grind to make a video every day, but it's all gonna be worth it at the end, I believe. You know, it's all part of the process too, right? Okay. So that's looking good. I like the glow behind the sign. Now, does the being need a glow behind it as well? And if so, Is it like a yellow glow, pink glow? If it's pink, then I need to rasterize the layer. Ooh, the overlay is kind of nice. Orhan says, what am I going to do with the final art of the challenge art? Yeah, if someone wants to buy it, I'd be happy to sell it. But I have some other plans for some digital prints that might be cool for everyone to grab it like real cheap. You know, $15 for a print of the challenge that everyone's been a part of the whole time might be fun. But there's actually going to be a whole storyline that is released or kind of maybe collaborated with the community after I'm done, because I have a little bit of a storyboard for how the dragon got to where it is, and there's something else on the canvas that's not just the dragon that has yet to be revealed, and it's probably not going to be revealed for a while, but that's going to be cool when that's revealed too. Wings would be cool, Luffy. I don't know on this piece exactly if that's something I'm going to add, but I like the ideas. I mean, 4 months is still pretty quick, right, in the grand scheme of things. So, I guess anything in the matter of a few years should be awesome. I'd say if you can accomplish anything you want in a matter of a few years. What app do I use? This is Adobe Photoshop. Is what I use to do digital paintings with. Oh, that would be cool, Orhan. Every square with the follower's name. Oh my god, would that be so much work to do? I wonder if there's some sort of automation that could allow that to happen. I'll have to look into that. Maybe AI could help me with that. Alright, so this to pop off the page. I do like the overlay. I do like the divide. Let's go with maybe just luminosity. He built something for everyone and marked the date and time when it was done. That's incredible. It would have to be some sort of programmed piece. I don't know. I would have to have like some sort of plugin to my social media to pull the names of the followers to automatically put it into the squares. That would be wild. Do you have any ideas on how I could continue to help make those videos better to go more viral? Because I was definitely inspired by this artist online called Seb Draws Things. I've seen others do the idea as well as like the 1 square per follower challenge, but Seb Draws Things definitely was the largest account doing it, and he was very successful. But I don't want to change my personality at all. I'm happy to make faster edits or more catchy hooks or things like that, but I don't want to pretend to be something I'm not. Hey, Sabbath. It's good to see you. So maybe throw some more sound effects in there in my videos. Yeah, I could definitely do that, though. I could definitely do that. I need a glass of water real quick here. Hey, no worries, Sabbath. I'm glad you could be here now. Just some sound effects like whoosh and pop sounds would make it more entertaining. Okay. Yeah, I can definitely work on that. Make things a little bit better that way. Alright, let's go over this whole thing with possibly like a big brush. So grabbing my big brush, let's choose a texture brush. Maybe this thing. Maybe not that thing. What up, pal? From Brazil. Welcome. I did have a graffiti layer somewhere. I think what happened to that graffiti layer? Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, Orion, that's what that Seb Draws Things account did. Where his hand hurt, his hand was sweaty, he was in pain, this and that. I just don't want to copy like that kind of theme or like personality. And it's also like unnatural or like inorganic for me to pretend like something's happening that's not. You know what I mean? So, it's tricky. I just want it to be cool, you know. It'd be crazy to have, and it will be crazy to have millions of followers, but by doing it in a way that was real to me, you know? Yeah, Seb Drosling is a badass, no doubt about it. And what he did was insane. And he's auctioning his piece right now, actually. And I think the last I saw, the auction was at like $220,000 or something like that. For it's like, whoa, holy shit. So I added this little piece of graffiti back there that I had before. Some text that I drew in a little earlier, and I think that's working well as like a little background piece. Now up top, I want to continue to look at these different brushes and see if there's like another texture we can add on top here. Hi Abe, hi Ben. Luffy, I use Adobe Photoshop. You can make people claim OG tickets so the video gets more comments and engagement. Would you mind explaining that a little further there, Orion? Like, what are you thinking? Alright, so claim your OG tickets. Okay. So even if they're not actually claiming anything, they just say it to like, it's like a vibe type thing. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'll think about adding that in as well. And thank you, Sabbath. Alright, now I'm gonna combine all these layers. And what series I'm drawing? I'm doing a big pencil drawing. It's 5 feet tall, and it consists of all these little squares. There's 35,264 little squares, and every square is getting filled by a follower. So every time that I have a new follower, I add a new square to the drawing. Yeah, great idea, Orhan. Kind of keep shouting out if people are commenting and keep coming back. Okay, cool. What up, Brew? Hey, thanks for the follow, I bet. Yeah, that sounds great, Orion. Yeah, it's all good, I bet. You're here now. Do I remember the guy in the live stream where you dropped Dragon Eye and he was making his own comic book? Yeah, I remember him. No, he hasn't been back. Man, I'm curious how that comic book's doing. For real, for real. You're making an anime? That's kind of wild. Hey, thank you for being here, Orion. Appreciate you always. Oh, you're welcome, dude. Thank you for the idea. Let's take a look at maybe adding a quick border and seeing how that goes. Now what I need to do is I need to go into select this whole thing, add a black square. Hit that. And then what we want to do is want to go into my shapes. My shapes are here. That's good. I'm going to stroke that with black. Then we're going to fill this with nothing. And the stroke's going to be we do real thin? Something like that? Maybe. You're welcome, Sabbath. Looks kind of cool with the border. Now what if we do like a gradient overlay? Or maybe just a color overlay? Like it's kind of cool. So is yellow. And what if we put like a little text down here somewhere? That read like Void, just like the title. Let's see what kind of fonts we have that are fun to use. Oopsie daisies. Make this a little bit bigger. Welcome back. Water is important. And then we put this down just a little bit. Almost like a magazine. It's giving me vibes of. It's a little too big. Push that over. And let's make this. What color should we make this? Maybe this blue. Or this pink. Or just go straight yellow. And then maybe in the void, nice and small, we have like a little almost like a little smiley face again, just like on the face there. So let's go into our brushes, airbrush high density. Yeah, that's kind of fun. That's kind of fun. I don't know, everyone, how are we feeling? Do we feel like this is just about done? I mean, I kind of feel like that. Yeah, that might be it. Sabbath. That's awesome. I know you're joking around, but that's absolutely hilarious. And thank you for that. Alright, cool. I think this thing's done. Well, everyone, thank you for being here and supporting me, hanging out with me as I've been drawing. I absolutely love these live sessions. So, I'll see you online tomorrow again. At some point. But thank you for being here, and I'll see you all in the next one.